For all intents and purposes, during our course, you'll submit all of your written work in Blackboard. For that reason, you want to be sure that you know how to submit work and you know how to verify you've submitted work correctly. In our Blackboard, I've hyperlinked all the submission links to make it pretty direct for you. So for example, suppose in the course of Module 1, you wanted to upload your summary once you've gone through the peer review process and you want it to be graded. You click on the Submit Summary 1 link. In this example, I've already gone ahead and submitted one, and you can see it here on the left-hand side. Note, if you cannot see your text here, as you can for mine, and instead you see a little blue box that says download, that file has not been attached correctly or is not the correct format and you need to do it again. Suppose you submit the incorrect file, not a big deal. You can click Submit or Start New here and attach another file to override that one. Also, notice that you can view the rubric for each assignment before you submit work to make sure you understand what you're actually submitting and what it's being scored for. When you submit work, do not use the text submission box. You will instead use the Browse My Computer box to find the file you want to use. So I'm going to use this file here that I have in my downloads history, and I know that's a .doc file, so that should work, and it should be illustrated here. So when I attach that file now in the subsequent page, when it loads, we'll see the text here. We'll see it generates a preview. You'll get feedback in Blackboard, so it's essential that I be able to view your writing in Blackboard. If I can't see the information here in Blackboard, I can't score it. It's a 0, and it gets sent back to you. In the event you do submit a file that's not renderable in Blackboard, you'll see on the next page this, the name of your file and a download button. If I see that, I'm sending it back to you with a 0 and a remark that you need to revise the document, its extension, or make sure you've submitted the right file or file type. There's no excuse for submitting work that's not in the correct format. So you have the opportunity to submit work and to review it before I see it. So you'll know, when you click on the attempts here, for example, what each document looks like, and you'll know what I see. So check it over, make sure it is the right document, that it says the right thing, that it's not your rough draft part 1 or part 2, but it's the final draft, for example. You want to make sure you have the right documents. So take time when you submit work to make sure you submit the work correctly. You don't want to submit a file at the deadline and find that, well, you've missed the deadline because you submitted the wrong file and you can't submit a new file now. You have time, plan ahead, check yourself as you go, and build this into your process to make sure you're submitting work correctly.